You know how a tiny little thing, like getting stuck in traffic, can just totally torpedo your mood for the rest of the day? Well, today, we're going to dig into this really powerful idea that gets right to the heart of that problem. It's the concept that real, stable happiness, it's not found in what happens to you, but in how your own mind responds to it. So let's just start with a super simple check-in. I want you to take a quick second and just answer this for yourself, honestly. Right now, are you having a good day? Okay, whatever your answer was, good, bad, or somewhere in between, here's the real question. Why? What specific thing is making it a good day? Or, if it's not so great, what's the reason? I'm willing to bet your answer points to something that happened to you. And that right there brings us to what you could call the good day question. I mean, it's obvious, right? We all want to have a good day. Nobody wakes up hoping things go badly. But whether or not we actually get that good day seems to ride entirely on our answer to that why question. And that's where the problem starts. See, this habit of depending on outside reasons for our happiness, it leads us straight to the core issue. It often makes our mood feel like, I don't know, a balloon in the wind, just completely out of our hands. This metaphor is just perfect, isn't it? I mean, think about it. A balloon has zero control. It gets pushed around by every little gust of wind. And that is exactly what our happiness feels like when we tie it to all the things in the world we just can't control. So what are these wins in our daily lives? Oh, they're all those little unpredictable things. A nice compliment from a friend, whoosh, our balloon soars. But then you get stuck in traffic, and it comes crashing right back down. Our mood is constantly at the mercy of all this stuff happening around us. So here's the bottom line. We can't control traffic. We can't control what other people do or say. We definitely can't control every little thing that's going to happen to us each day. So when our happiness depends completely on those things, it's always going to be fragile. It's just unstable. Okay, so if tying our happiness to the outside world is the problem, what's the fix? Well, this is where we need to make a really fundamental shift in how we see things. Instead of looking outward for where our happiness comes from, we gotta start looking inward. This quote, this just hits the nail on the head. It's suggesting that happiness and unhappiness aren't actually caused by external events at all. They're internal states of mind. This means the real source of how we feel isn't out there somewhere, it's right here, inside our own heads. And this contrast just makes it crystal clear, doesn't it? If your mind is peaceful and calm, you can find happiness even when things aren't going your way. But on the flip side, if your mind is agitated and unpeaceful, you could literally have everything you've ever wanted and still feel miserable. Our internal state is the filter for everything we experience. To put it another way, the real power isn't in trying to control everything that happens around you, because you can't. The real power is in learning to control your mental response to those things. The situation itself isn't what makes you happy or unhappy, your state of mind is. Okay, so this all leads to a really clear, practical game plan for taking back control. If we accept that happiness comes from inside, how do we actually do that? How do we make this a stable, real thing in our lives? It really boils down to two main jobs. First, you've got to stop outsourcing your happiness. That means you stop blaming people or traffic jams for your bad moods, and you stop giving them all the credit for your good ones. And second, you have to actively start building your own source of peace, one that comes from inside you. So that second step is the real game changer. How in the world do we cultivate inner peace? This is where a very specific and very powerful tool comes into play: meditation. Now hold on, you might have some big, complicated idea of what meditation is, but let's just strip it all back. At its core, it's just a mental action. It's the simple act of training your mind to concentrate on a peaceful, positive state. That's it. That's all it is. And the best part is that this isn't just something you do for 10 minutes on a cushion in the morning. Think of it like a mental muscle you can train and then use whenever you need it. The next time you're in that awful traffic, instead of letting the anger build up, you can use that moment to practice. It's as simple as choosing to focus on a feeling of patience for just 10 seconds instead of focusing on the car in front of you. It's a skill you can literally apply anywhere, at any time. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Tomorrow, who's going to be in charge of your happiness? Is your mood going to be that balloon in the wind, just tossed around by whatever happens? Or will you decide to be the one holding the string? At the end of the day, the choice is yours.
Thank you for watching the video. If you like the content we make, press like and subscribe to our channel.